Coming up on today's show, we find out who our Teacher of the Week is, and we take a look at profile feature on the choir director, Mr. Schultz. Stay tuned. You're watching Roar TV. Good morning, Oviedo. I'm Tyler Crush. Today is Thursday, September 19th, 2019. Let's get the show started. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The right to vote seems like it would be a central component in a country that was paving the way for democracy worldwide. However, in the 18th century, voting eligibility was generally restricted to landowners with other restrictions differing by state. The Constitution did not specify who exactly had the right to vote, and the issue was largely left to the states, meaning that a person's right to vote could vary from place to place. A few states permitted freed slaves to vote provided they met the requirement of land ownership, but others only permitted white men to vote. Women were largely excluded, as were non-landowners. 5 years after the Civil War and the abolishment of slavery, the 15th Amendment of the United States Constitution was ratified. It prohibited any citizen, regardless of race, from being denied the right to vote. However, it wouldn't be until World War I, as many women worked to support the wartime effort, that public opinion began to change on the guarantee of a woman's right to vote. The 19th Amendment granted this right and was ratified less than a century ago in 1920. Yet, despite these rights being enshrined in the Constitution, many non-white citizens were kept from voting by state and local governments through discriminatory laws such as literacy tests, poll taxes, and religious tests. Poll taxes would be banned in 1964 by the 24th Amendment of the Constitution. All discriminatory election practices would also be banned with Congress's passage of the Voting Rights Act in 1965. The final constitutional amendment related to voting would be the 26th Amendment, passed in 1971, which lowered the voting age from 21 to 18.
Attention class of 2020. The final day to have a senior portrait taken for the yearbook senior selection will be on Saturday, September 28th. Leonard Studio and Castleberry Wilshire Plaza will close after this date. If you still need a portrait, just walk in after school or on a Saturday to have it done. You will have 2 weekends left. The OHS Fellowship of Christian Athletes Club will be meeting today during both lunch periods. First lunch will meet in Building 13, Room 204, Mr. Matthews' classroom. Second lunch will meet in Building 8, Room 30, in Coach Quattry's classroom. There will be a girls' weightlifting interest meeting on Tuesday, September 24th in Coach Evans' classroom, Building 8, Room 203. We will discuss what is needed to be a part of the team and also when season officially starts. If you have any questions, please stop by Coach Evans' room. Homecoming nominations are now open. To nominate your classmates for the homecoming court, log into eCampus and find your class page. If you do not see it on your homepage, hover over courses and click All Classes. Homecoming nominations will close Friday at 11:59 p.m. There will be a Bioscience Club meeting today, September 19th, in Mrs. Dennis's room, 12-004. Beta dues for returning and new members are this Friday. New members $30 and returning members $20. Cash or checks made out to OHS Beta are accepted. Don't forget your small photos as well. Dues and applications can be dropped off in Ms. Shea's room, Building 5, Room 207. Oviedo High School will be hosting a life-saving blood drive on Tuesday, September 23rd. Giving blood saves lives in our community. Let's show our community spirit and donate blood. Give the gift of life. Sign-ups for Monday's blood drive are in the Commons this week during lunch. Giving blood will also count as 1 hour of community service. The blood drive was rescheduled for September 23rd. You can earn points by donating juice boxes and or cookies. Additionally, you can earn 2 points by donating blood. Interested in serving the Oviedo community? Come to the informative meeting for Key Club to learn about the world's oldest and largest high school service organization. The meeting will be after school Tuesday, September 24th in Miss House's room, 8-14. All are welcome to attend this club, and it's open to every grade level. National Honor Society applications are now available to upperclassmen with a 3.75 weighted GPA. Applications can be found outside room 8-21. They will be available next week Wednesday and due no later than 2:30 October 1st. Boys basketball workout will not start until 3:30 p.m. today. Meet Coach Denschenberger in weight room if you cannot make it. Choir director Mr. Schultz has been teaching here at Oviedo for 18 years and is loved by many students in and out of choir. Let's hear more from reporter Emma Goodell.
Bill Schultz, Oviedo High School Choir's director, has been a devoted and loved teacher for many, many years. Let's take a more in-depth look into why he is well known around the school.
This is my 18th year teaching at Oviedo High School. I was fortunate enough to have a teacher my senior year in high school. Her name was Miss Marianne Stevens, who was my choir director, and she saw in me that she thought that I would make a good choir director. And music has always been something I've enjoyed and loved doing. And when she said she thought I would make a good choir director, it just kind of planted a seed and made me think, yeah, I could really do that. I could really enjoy doing that.
Bill has done an amazing job creating a welcoming space for any and all of his students.
My favorite thing about Mr. Schultz is, well, you can really go to him for like anything, like any advice you need, or if you want to tell him anything, he's always there to listen.
He is always there for the choir kids. He's always asking us how we're doing, like making sure everything's all good. He's giving us the best advice he can. Like he's always there for us, and that is such an amazing thing to have from a teacher that you get to be with for all 4 years.
He's a great teacher. He always knows like really what to say when we're learning music, and he knows how to put it in words to make us understand it. It's really cool.
A family environment would be an understatement to describe the Oviedo High School Choir.
I kind of wanted to just go join choir for the experience, but I really stayed because of the family that we have here and Mr. Schultz kind of being a part of that family.
My favorite part about teaching students, as choir director, I get to have a lot of students for 4 years. To see them grow from that adolescent into a young adult ready to go out and change the world, that's amazing.
The Oviedo High School Choir partakes in yearly choir shows and show choir shows. Mr. Schultz gets his students prepared by teaching music and keeping a good attitude.
We have a winter concert, which is more like choral music, and it's very like nice sounding and nice music. And then we have a show choir show in April, which is very like flashy and like all like musical music, or we do 70s music, 80s music, music from movies. It's very fun.
If you're interested in checking out all of Mr. Schultz and his class's hard work, be sure to be on the lookout for some upcoming show dates in your Oviedo High School auditorium. This has been Emma Goodell from Roar TV, signing off.
Coach Frost! Woo! Here's your pin, and this is what the students said about you. You're a great mentor, coach, and just an overall great person to be around. And each administrator has a little gift for you.
Heck yeah.
Hey, we even have a coupon.
Fantastic.
And then, if Mr. Morgan was here, he'd hand you $25 to Publix.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there it is. Wait, Miss Hadley has it.
Fantastic.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yay, Coach Frost.
That's all we have for you today, Oviedo. Have a great day and go Lions.